I didn't like my team. I didn't like that so many referees on the pitch, on the touchline, and in front of the screen allow a free kick to be taken 5 or 6 meters in front, which creates a totally different angle of cross and a totally different angle to a press, to attack the ball and to put the defensive zone line. I can complain now because I was complaining after the goal, before the goal. I was complaining already with the referees before the goal. But I didn't like my team. Believe until their goal, the game was there. Until their goal, in spite of they had good control of the ball, they didn't create a part of one bad pass by Ben Davies that almost gave a chance to, I think, Richarlison. In the first half, we were the team that created the 2 best chances and 2 really beautiful situations with Kane, Doherty, and Son, Dele Alli. In the second half, after their goal, we were poor. We were not, in my opinion, physically strong. No intensity. The team lacks in this moment in many players physical condition. And of course, from that goal, they were more dangerous. They had a couple of very good chances coming from the left and attacking the spaces inside. And they were closer to score the second goal than we were to score the equalizer.
Jose, it's one thing being disappointed with the officials on that goal, but you must be disappointed with the defending as well, because if Eric Dyer wants to be a central defender, he surely has to attack that ball better and win that ball against Calvert-Lewin.
I agree in the point of it's not just the position of the cross, it's about my team. I'm not going in Eric Dyer direction, first of all, because I didn't watch it on the screen, and of course I was very far. I can say, obviously, that we should be, and I believe we were, organized in our zonal position with an individual control on Mina, which is obviously the most difficult player. But we knew, they knew, the players knew. We analyzed that they are very strong, not just on the quality of the service, but also in the power of the players to attack that cross. So yes, we should do better.
Okay, I'm going to take it from James from the Times. James, if you can unmute, please. Yeah.
Jose, could I just ask you, do you still feel that you need another striker to provide competition and backup to Harry Kane? And in particular, is there an interest in Alexander Sorloth? Because the president of Trabzonspor says that they have been meeting with Tottenham to discuss that player.
Well, I'm not going to discuss Sorloth. He's the president of Trabzonspor. Told that. I'm nobody to say that is not true. But I think Sorloth is a Trabzonspor player, and it's not for me to speak about him. Do we need a striker? Yes, we need. But was because of that we lost the game? No. We didn't lose the game because we need a striker. No. We lost the game, and the responsibility of that defeat is my responsibility and the responsibility of the players.
Go take a question from John Cross. Cross, if you can unmute. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Jose. Jose, you mentioned there about the physical condition, lack of physical condition, and no intensity. I mean, why? I know it's an obvious question, but why is that? I mean, is it the pre-season? Is it the lack of players? Intensity?
Harry Kane trained with us one day. Trained with us one day. Moussa Sissoko, a couple. And I'm not going player by player, but for different reasons, many of our players, they didn't have a proper preseason. We had cases of positive COVID. Of course, we have the right of not to say which players were, but we had players with positive COVID. We had other players with quarantine due to proximity with the positive players. We had a player in quarantine because was on holiday in a country that England demands quarantine. We had national team, couple of weeks where the players, many of them, they went to national teams. So the preseason was a difficult preseason for many of the players, and I couldn't expect them to be sharp, intense, agile. I couldn't expect that, but I was expecting much more individually, and I was expecting much more collectively.
And how much does that disappoint you? Sorry, how much does that disappoint you, Jose, that you couldn't have got more from them individually? Disappoint
me. I'm sorry, and that is where I have now to work. Again, I can complain about the free kick being taken 5 or 6 meters out of place, but I cannot work that. I cannot coach referees. I can, as one of you told in one of the first questions, I can coach, I can train my players to deal with these crosses. Doesn't matter the position where it is. The players that didn't have preseason, we don't have now the possibility to give them a preseason, but we have lots of matches to play consecutively, and we have to use these matches not just to try to win them, and the knockout ones are obviously decisive matches with everything decided in 120 minutes or even penalties, and try to use this to improve the form of some players, because some of them, they were really in trouble. You can, for example, look to Doherty, a player with normally an incredible condition. He didn't have preseason. He went direct from holidays to national team matches. Direct, no preseason at all, not one single training session. He went direct from holidays to national team. He played 2 consecutive matches, and today he was not Matt Doherty like he normally is. So these are the things that we knew that could happen to us.
Okay, I'm going to finish with Jonathan Veal and Matt Dunn. One question each, please. Jonathan will go first.
Hi there, Jose. Dele Alli came off at half-time. I was wondering whether he was injured or whether that's a tactical switch you made.
Yeah. They were playing only with one player in front of the defenders. Gomez and Doucouré were pressing higher on wings, and Højbjerg, lots of space. Very, very easy to play around Allen in this area there. And I thought we needed more creation there. Lucas was one of the players that, in my opinion, was physically better, because was one of the guys that had a very good preseason, was one that was showing me capable to create, capable to win duels in there. And we decided to change Lucas for that position.
Okay, we're going to go last question with Matt Dunn. Matt.
Hi, Jose. You said right at the start that you didn't like your team today. We've all watched the Amazon documentary series, and the message in episode 1 was the same as the message in episode 9 about them being good guys and not nasty enough. Is there a new message this season, or is it still not getting through, or can you tell them anything different, or are you just going to go and say the same things to them again?
Nothing to do with that. Nothing to do with that at all. I think today that was not the point. I'm happy, of course, that Amazon is story, and now we can work in our intimacy, and working in our intimacy is a privilege that we didn't have for the whole season, and we have now.
Okay, guys, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.